I got a comment on the last video of this part stating, why doesn't he care about Hinata or Kakashi? Well, on this channel, we despise Hinata for one, and two, why would he really care about someone where she only confesses her feelings when basically he's about to die and when she's about to die, basically? Why would he really care about someone who only got the confidence to talk to him during basically the midst of a war? And as for Kakashi, you have a good point with Kakashi, but what has Kakashi really done for Naruto? He really hasn't done nothing for Naruto. What, teach him water walking and tree action? Like, no. But welcome back to another video. You already know what this video is just by looking at the thumbnail. Now, sorry I haven't been uploading. Things have been getting very busy. If you want to know about that, I will explain more in the comment section. But without further ado, let's get into this intro so we can start this what if. Rias and Akeno made their way towards the student council office. The two of them walked with haste, since they were going to a meeting that was important. Kiba and Kaneko walked behind the two of them, joining in for the meeting. A short time later, Rias and her peerage arrived at the student council office and were greeted by Sona and her peerage. Upon arrival, Tsubaki put up a magic barrier to seal off the room so they could speak without anyone spying on them. Tsubaki then began to make and serve everyone some tea since her king was hosting the meeting. Now that everyone is here, there's something that needs to be brought to everyone's attention. Has anyone seen the two new students who enrolled in the school earlier today? Sona looked around the room after the question to see everyone's reaction. Her queen, however, was blushing slightly. Rias rose an eyebrow. We have new students. Kaneko shook slightly as she remembered the two people she ran into accidentally. She shook as she remembered their monstrous chakra. She was so shaken up by the feeling that she never even got a chance to warn her king or her peerage mates. I didn't realize we had new students. Sona nodded. I'm surprised that you didn't notice them, Rias. After all, you're the one that's always looking out for potential new peerage members and threats. Rias had a feeling that Sona wasn't done, so she decided to let Sona finish. The two of them didn't seem like threats, but at the same time, the two of them were holding back immense power. I couldn't get a proper read on how much because they were suppressing it, but I know for a fact they hold an absurd amount. But I also can't say that they are trying to hide their power. The two of them talked about chakra in front of me and Tsubaki as if it's an everyday thing to them. So there is a high possibility that the two of them possess chakra. I've already sent their information to my sister, but I have yet to get a response from her. Sona finished speaking, and Rias noticed that her rook was shaking. Kaneko, are you alright? Kaneko looked up. She was frightened. The two new students are monsters. I ran into the two of them earlier, before they registered, and the amount of chakra the two of them had individually was not of this world. They should be dead with the amount of chakra stored in their bodies, not to mention the dark feeling that the black-haired guy had within his chakra. Meanwhile, Naruto and Sasuke sat in their new house, bored out of their minds. They didn't know what to do, nor did they know how to use any of the equipment that came with the house. Naruto let out a sigh at how bored he was. There was nothing to do. He was actually starting to regret skipping school. Sasuke, maybe we should join one of those club things or something, just so we have stuff to do after school. Sasuke responded with a which translated to no. You know what, Sasuke? I'ma do it. Naruto stood up and began to walk out of the door. What are you talking about? What are you about to do, Naruto? Naruto answered as though it was the most obvious thing in the world. I'm gonna buy a ramen shop. What's this world's currency called again? Rhea? Sasuke sighed. He knew he wouldn't be able to stop the blonde in his moment of boredom. The two walked all the way around the city of Kuo until they found what Naruto thought was the perfect place to set up a ramen shop. It was closer to the school and was also not doing so well in terms of business. Naruto walked into the empty place as the owner perked up, thinking he finally got some customers. Yo, shop owner, how about I buy this place off you for 25,000 Rhea right now? The shop owner's eyes widened, and he fell to his knees, bowing his head, thanking Naruto. Naruto gave the man the money, and the man transferred ownership of the shop to Naruto and quickly left. Naruto watched the guy leave before he walked around and looked around sneakily before making a few clones and tasked them out. You go with Sasuke and get some materials to clean and remodel this place. You go get a nice paint color and do not get orange. I want you to go and find some people to work here that can be ready by tomorrow. I want 3 cooks, 1 person to take orders at the counter, 2 servers, 2 dishwashers. Now go. Naruto stood there with his hands on his hips, legs spread apart, and a smile on his face before he realized Sasuke was still there. I thought I said go. Sasuke looked at Naruto. I'm not doing that. Naruto shrugged, not really caring. He just wanted Sasuke to feel involved. After some time, all of Naruto's clones returned. Some with the materials, some with the words of having gotten employees, and some with paint. Naruto's first plan of action was coming up with the name for the place. He came up with the name rather fast, though it was not very creative. He named it The Food of the Gods. He quickly made a banner, writing the name on the banner, and under the name, writing the words, Grand Opening Tomorrow, as he hung it outside. Naruto smiled at his work before going back inside and creating a mass of clones. He started getting to work. Him and his clones demolished things, moved things, rebuilt things, painted things, and added big and small details and installed things. After a total of 6 hours, Naruto had the interior and exterior of the shop done, and the way he wanted it. He would make this like Ichiraku ramen, but only his would be a bit bigger. Now Naruto needed to train his new staff, and Sasuke was going to help whether he wanted to or not. Naruto sent clones to go and get all the employees, and minutes later, they came back with them. The cooking staff consisted of an Asian guy who was skinny and went by the name of Uncle Roger, a heavyset Asian guy who went by the name of Guga, and an Italian American named Joshua Wiseman. Naruto soon found out that the 3 of them were friends. His cashier was a beautiful woman with brown hair, around 5 foot 8 inches, dark blue eyes, and an hourglass figure. She would be the one taking orders at the front counter and seating people at the tables. She would be the perfect person to draw both men and women into the ramen shop. His waitress team was also female. They were twins, black hair, red eyes, hourglass figures, 5'6", and both of them were living with their mom, who was sick. The 2 of them were 16. His cashier was 21, and his cooks were in their mid-20s. His cashier name was Hadley, and the twins' names were Olive and Trisha. Sasuke trained the girls and Naruto trained the cooks. To be honest, it was a fun time for him. As a joke, Uncle Roger said that before their names on their name tags, they should put uncle or auntie before the name, and Naruto did it. Naruto passed out the name tags and they read Uncle Roger, Uncle Guga, Uncle Joshua, Uncle Naruto, Uncle Sasuke, Auntie Hadley, Auntie Olive, and Auntie Trisha. The cooks were ecstatic about the name tags, but the girls were confused but didn't really mind. Now Naruto had everything done. All he had to do was get more ingredients for the ramen, laminate the menus, and prep for the next day. Naruto paid everyone out of his pocket for their time as a little sign-on bonus. In total, it was 1,000 Rhea each. After that, he allowed them to go home as he and Sasuke prepped everything for the next day before going home. The next day, both Naruto and Sasuke went to school in some better clothes. A white t-shirt, loose-fitting black skinny jeans, and a long burgundy trench jacket with black forces on. The two of them obviously turned all heads as they walked to class and took their seats. And soon Rias and Akeno came in and took their seats as well before they started talking about the new food spot that was supposed to be having their grand opening starting after school that they wanted to try. Naruto and Sasuke knew that they were the two most popular girls in school, so they knew that they would be full. But here's the problem. They only had 10 tables, so most people would have to order to go. Naruto and Sasuke went about their day as normal, all the way until gym. That was when things got a little interesting. The two of them were competitive with each other. They were assigned to run a mile in 8 minutes. Naruto and Sasuke ran 70 miles in that time, and they raced each other. All the other kids were in awe and fascination as they watched the two of them run with their hands behind their backs in some weird way. The two finished at the same time, but Naruto insisted that he finish first, leading Sasuke to punching him in the face. This led to them fighting as all the students began to record the fight. It was epic, the blocking, the dodging, the parrying. It was something that you could only see in a movie. To Naruto and Sasuke, this was just a spar until Sasuke's jacket fell off. That's when one of the students screamed, "He's beating a cripple!" The two stopped fighting. Sasuke glared at the kid who said that as his Sharingan spun to life and his Rinnegan glowed. All the kids stepped back as Sasuke's only hand lit up with lightning, but Naruto grabbed him and told him to calm down. After that, class ended and school was over. Naruto and Sasuke went to their shop, opened up and planned to close in 4 hours. So they would be open at 2 p.m. and they would close at 6 p.m. Not even a minute later, and there was a full house with Rias and her peers getting the 4th table and Sona and her peers getting the 5th table. Imagine their surprise when they found out that Naruto and Sasuke were the owners. Well, mainly Naruto being the owner. Now the two groups had a way to watch them. They saw that Naruto was nice, with a heartwarming smile, and just very charismatic, and was good with talking to people, while Sasuke was the darker, more standoffish, but conditionally nice type of guy. Seeing how nice Naruto was, it left slight blushes on all of the females' faces, and with Sasuke's looks and bad boy attitude, it made the blushes even worse. Naruto even went as far as helping all of his staff with seating people, delivering the ramen, and cooking the ramen, After some time of the two groups watching Naruto and Sasuke, another customer walked in. Right as another customer left, as she was seated. When Naruto saw her, he instantly blushed. She was a whole different level of beautiful. She had long black hair. She stood at 5'4". She had the nicest pair of legs on her, purple eyes, the perfect hourglass figure with a D-cup bosom. She had on a white t-shirt that was see-through just enough to see the outline of her black bra. She also wore black skinny jeans and white tennis shoes. And her voice was almost angelic. When she ordered, Naruto asked for her name, and she said it was Rainier. Naruto felt a small spike of killing intent from the other side of the room, but Naruto paid no attention to it because of how tiny it was to him. But to Rainier, the killing intent was a decent amount, but to her, it was nothing to fear. Naruto made it to the kitchen in his shop. He cooked her ramen personally, and Sasuke could tell something was up. Naruto was locked in on the task. The noodles were cooked to perfection. The broth was a bit hotter so that it will cool to the perfect temperature. The boiled eggs were perfectly boiled for 7.5 minutes, and the fish cake was neatly placed next to the mushroom. The pork belly was neatly rolled in the broth. The ramen was perfectly plated, and Naruto served the ramen with chopsticks. Rainier looked at them with a frown. Sorry, but I don't know how to use chopsticks. Rainier was only respectful because she could tell that this man was far more powerful than she was. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to teach you? Rainier rose an eyebrow at this, but nodded. So Naruto taught her, and he was a hands-on type of teacher to the jealousy of others and the ire of Akeno. Naruto took her small fingers in his own as he wrapped them around the chopsticks, causing Rainier to raise an eyebrow at Naruto's close proximity. As Naruto was teaching her, Uncle Roger decided to yell at him. Hey, Uncle Naruto, instead of trying to teach fine auntie how to use chopstick, how about you just feed the auntie? Rainier was appalled. Did this nobody just call her an auntie? She wanted to put a light spare through him. She looked at Naruto to see him blushing and flustered, and she was taken aback by this. Naruto looked to Sasuke for advice, but Sasuke just gave him a As he went back to serving drinks, Naruto swallowed thickly. He didn't know what to do. Rainier decided to tease him. You heard the man. Feed me. Naruto released a sigh from all the pressure as he sat across from her, picked up the noodles with the chopsticks, blew on them gently, and brought them closer to her lips. Rainier smirked. What a gentleman you are. Rainier leaned in and ran her hand through her hair, placing a few strands behind her ear. She took the noodles into her mouth. She slowly lapped up the strands in a classy but stunning way. She chewed and swallowed. Rainier's eyes widened, and she spoke. That has to be the best thing I've ever tasted. More, please. Naruto continued to feed the beautiful woman. All the while, Naruto and Rainier felt the weak, killing intent coming from Akeno, and Naruto's hand was slightly shaking in nervousness from feeding Rainier. But guys, I'm going to end it off right there. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe while you at it. I writ this episode this way because I wanted to structure this episode in a way to where you guys could see where the changes and differences would actually start to happen from the actual show and actual other Naruto and Sasuke crossovers that you see. So that's why I have it structured in this way. That's why I have it written this way. I wrote it this way with a purpose. But if you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it. And without further ado, I'm out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.